Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Another MJ stock here. I was gonna do this video yesterday, didn't get it done, so here it is today. But this is why pot stocks are going up in smoke today. So this is released on the 1st. Those of you that follow my channel, I talk a lot about MJ here on the channel. I'm a long-term hold and just feel that they're all going to go up here eventually. So same thing with legalization. That's bound to happen someday, but don't have a date. But maybe after elections voting this fall, maybe we'll get a little bit closer. But MJ stocks can't seem to find a bottom in 2022. I've been buying little by little, and seems like when I buy some, they go down a little bit more, so just been kind of cautious with that. But the raging bear market is pushing the shares of Aurora Cannabis, Canopy Growth, Organigram Holdings, and TLRY brands lower again today. So those are some of the most popular ones. I've talked about all of them quite a few times, but MJ stocks are taking it on the chin again today. Thursday afternoon, shares of Aurora were down 6.8%. CGC equity was underwater by 6.8%. OGI share price lower by 4.25%, and TLRY had shed another 6.32% off of its value. Over the past 5 trading sessions, Aurora, Canopy, Organigram, and TLRY brands have dipped more than 10%. For the year, these 4 stocks are down by well over 40%. 2 issues seem to be weighing on these 4 Canadian stocks as of late. Last Monday, the White House said it had nothing more to add in regards to the topic of MJ legalization during a press briefing. If you remember, the White House talk right when Biden got in, that's what they were pushing for, and then it went to the side, and then it was back on, and now I think it's off again. So, subject came up when a reporter asked the White House if Biden had prepared to fulfill his campaign promise on MJ decriminalization. To date, the administration has largely sidestepped this hot-button issue. In order to make a headway on more pressing agenda items such as climate change, college loan forgiveness, and inflation. Biden administration, in short, doesn't seem willing to push MJ legalization to the top of its priority list. If you think about it, pushing it, just the tax off of it alone would help with inflation and jobs and all kinds of different things. That's just how I see it. So people are going to do it whether it's legal or not, so may as well legalize it and capitalize off of it being legalized, and that's how I look at it. But Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said that the more interest rate hikes are coming down the pike in order to tamp down inflation. Stocks, as a result, have largely edged lower over the past week in response to the news. Pot stocks have been particularly hard hit by this announcement because investors appear unwillingly to own these cash flow negative companies ahead of the possible economic downturn. Aurora, Canopy Growth, Organi, and TLRY all posted net losses to the most fiscal quarters. And here you can kind of see what Aurora has done or hasn't done. It's just been kind of up and down. Currently at $1.56. Should investors start at the to bottom fish on the beaten down space? That's a hard call to make. Aurora, Canopy, and TLRY all ought to benefit from the eventual legalization of adult use MJ for recreational purpose in Germany. What's more, Organigram has proven itself to a shrewd operator. The company's craft MJ brands, in fact, have been rapidly gaining market share in recent quarters. All that said, this bear market only seems to care about profitability, a feature that has largely eluded these 4 companies so far. Put simply, the market may continue to punish these 4 stocks until the businesses begin to turn a profit on a consistent basis. That doesn't necessarily mean that investors shouldn't start to nibble on these names, but stakeholders should definitely be willing to hold for the long term. So if you have any of the 4 or any other information in regards to these 4, you can list that in the comments. Like I said, I've talked about these all numerous times, so I could probably throw Hexo and Sundial in there as well. Could probably throw in 10 others as well, but just wanted to get this article out there and see who out there has these, and some thoughts on MJ stocks right now would be interesting. So, and if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice here on the channel, and I thank you for all the new subscribers, and going to be working on some more videos here throughout the day, probably over the weekend and Monday as well. So Monday markets are closed, so we'll see what I can come up with. But again, I thank you for watching. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.